In honor of William A. Rupert, World War II Purple Heart recipient, born, reared, and now buried here in West Liberty, Ohio. My father, like so many others during the World War II era, volunteered to serve in the Army. He served as a paratrooper in the 101st Airborne, in the 506th Regiment, Company B, as a message center chief. He was the second of 4 sons, born to Ina and Alva Rupert, all who served during the war. Also, Roger, Dick, and Neil Rupert. I wish I could tell you several stories that he would share with his family of his war experiences, but the greatest generation born at that time tended to carry those burdens inwardly. I would never understand that responsibility that so many soldiers, sailors, and Marines would face, or the gravity myself, until the series about the Band of Brothers came on television and jolted me into that reality, that those young men, some who were barely teenagers, were fighting to save their country and each other, and sometimes brutally. Dad would make great friendships in the Army that were his lifetime buddies. He endured jumping into Holland, Normandy, and endured the rigors of the Battle of the Bulge. He would mention the time he was stationed in England, and with great fondness. He would return home to earn a degree and education, and taught school in the surrounding communities, and we have a love for history and sports. He reared a family of 4 children along with our mother, Ann Rupert. I especially want to thank this community of West Liberty for their kindness, not only for the honor and this special time of reflection, but for a lifetime of charity and compassion given to my father's family, especially during the Depression era, when my grandmother pretty much was left to care for 8 children by herself. Everyone helped. Neighbors gave them garden space. Each child had a job to help with the finances. From a weekly popcorn sale to the local pool hall by a 6-year-old Sue, to Wimpy, and that was my father's nickname at the time, his paper route. The family wouldn't have survived without the community. My dad loved West Liberty. So thank you, God bless, and God bless America.
I am John Rupert. I'm speaking about my father, William A. Rupert. Our father graduated from West Liberty in 1940. While in high school, he played baseball and basketball and was a member of the Logan County Championship team, which went undefeated 17-0. The final game was against Zanesville with a winning score of 17-12, quite a game. He was enlisted into the United States Army at Fort Thomas on August 21st, 1942. From there, he went to Toccoa, Georgia for basic training for a period of 3 months. At Toccoa, he volunteered for the 506 Parachute Infantry Regiment and became an original member of the just forming regiment of the 101st Airborne Headquarters Company, 2nd Battalion. This battalion of 535 men were ordered to Fort Benning. That trip began with a 120-mile hike to Atlanta. It's a famous hike. It's in this Guinness Book of World Record. It took 3 days for the hike to happen, and it was during real cold weather. At Fort Benning, he received his jump wings and went to communications school. The regiment then went to Camp McCall in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. After maneuvers in Tennessee, his regiment was shipped overseas on the HSS Samaria to England. In Aldbourne, England, they continued to train for the forthcoming Allied invasion of Europe. On D-Day, they jumped in Normandy at 1:15 a.m. He landed in a flooded marsh. The Germans had flooded all the fields around what they considered to be landing areas. From there, he connected with others in his regiment The regiment then began going from town to town fighting. On September 23, 1944, he was wounded in Holland during Operation Market Garden. He was out of action for 64 days as a result. He then rejoined his regiment in Jongy, France. They continued to fight in France, and then he was at the Battle of the Bulge in Bastogne in December of 44. During his service, he was awarded 4 Bronze Stars and an Arrowhead, as well as a Purple Heart Medal, Good Conduct Medal, Distinguished Unit Award with oak leaf clusters, and the American Campaign Medal and the World War II Victory Medal. After the war, he graduated from Miami University in 1950 and became a teacher at Byhalia York Center. There he taught math, coached basketball and baseball, and became principal of the school. And sometimes he even drove a school bus. So he just did everything. We moved to Clark County in 1958 and was the principal of Southeastern Elementary School. From there, he moved to Selma Junior High School and was principal and the basketball coach. We moved to Springfield in 1963, where he taught Ohio history at Roosevelt Junior High School. He finished his teaching career at Clark County Joint Vocational School, where he taught government. He retired in 1978. He acquired his master's degree at Wittenberg in 1963. It is essential that this community not only know and understand the sacrifices people in the military make every day, but also that a young man from West Liberty represented his town, represented his country on D-Day in Normandy. Not only my dad, but all his 4 brothers served during the war. All the Rupert family loves West Liberty. The people of West Liberty can continue to take pride in those that you honor. Remember the glory of the Spirit. Be proud of your unique community and how you support one another. I would like to express our family's gratitude to West Liberty for honoring these Purple Heart recipients and all veterans. I would like to now close with the 101st battle cry, Kirahi. That stands for standing alone. Thank you very much, and God bless America.